Hey there, are you exhausted yet? You know, tired from counting all the money you made this year with a full T-sheet? Or maybe your hands are tired from writing another new COVID policy or once again updating your already updated safety plan. Or maybe you're just simply exhausted because you have been doing every single job at your club because you can't find staff. I mean, will no one ever want to work in a kitchen again? I mean, come on. Well, no matter what is making you exhausted, I have good news from you. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Days will get shorter, nights will get colder. Eventually, golf clubs will be replaced with ski poles, and you will get to catch up on some sleep. But mostly, you'll have the time to update your strategic plan. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. COVID has drastically changed our business, and so what we thought was our reality 2 years ago is now upside down. And if you were like most operators, the past 2 seasons has been all about holding on for dear life. So whatever your old strategic plan says no longer applies. In today's gig giveaway, I'm going to talk about the 3 things you need to do this fall and winter to update your strategic plan. So get your old one out, you know, the one in the back of the bookshelf, dust it off, and join me in this week's free gig giveaway as we talk about making a plan for your club's success in 2022 and beyond. Hi, it's James Cronk of Golf Industry Guru, and for this week's gig giveaway, I want to talk about this golden opportunity we have this fall and winter to chart a new course for our club. Why, you ask? Because the golf world has been drastically altered. I mean, prior to COVID, only 13% of clubs in the United States had a waiting list. Today it's 63%. I mean, last year, rounds of golf were up by 25% around the world, and that includes some countries' golf courses being shut down for weeks or some for months. So what does the future hold? What will the golf industry look like next year? Who knows? If I could predict the future, I'd be out buying lottery tickets. But what I can tell you is that we have an opportunity this winter to at least plan for next year. Instead of, closing our eyes and clasping our hands together and praying next year will be another success. So first, let's talk about planning. Strategic plans, operational plans, action plans. I mean, they come in all types of names, but either way, you either like them, you hate them, you use them. Heck, I've heard so many theories on the pros and cons of strategic plans, it makes my head spin. I mean, some people love talking about strategic planning. And others just think, it's a way to help consultants like me buy a new car, which is true. Thank you very much. But here is what I do know. If you're going to build a house, you don't just say, let's go buy some wood. No, you need to have a plan. What do you want to have the house look like? I mean, you need to have the right expertise. You don't hire a carpenter to install the plumbing. You need the right systems and tools. You don't try to dig a hole with a plunger. Okay. You get the point. If we want to win the game, we need to have a playbook. If we want to get someplace different than where we are, we need a map on how to get there. If we want to get our staff on board, our board of directors on board, our customers on board to come along for the ride, then we need to tell them where we are going. So starting today, here are 3 things that, any club can do to update their plan. Number 1, determine where you are. Before we do anything, we need to know where we are. And to do this, we need to gather intel. We need to gather information that gives us facts. Are our members happy? I think so. That won't work. We need to survey our members and our customers. And now more than ever, we need to survey our customers. And we need to include new questions to help us understand what is now different in their world. I mean, for example, do they think they will play more or less golf next year? Would they be willing to pay higher dues to get better access to the first tee? If we close the restaurant on Mondays because we have no staff, would they still pay the same green fee? We also need to survey our staff. Mostly, will you work here next year? Do you feel that our COVID policies are adequate, make you feel safe at work? Would you be interested in learning new skills and get cross-training so that you can work in the kitchen 50% of the time? In addition to gathering feedback, we need to obviously look at our numbers and what trends that we've been experiencing before the pandemic and during the pandemic. On the gig platform, you'll find lots of content on what numbers are important. And what matters is that you decide what numbers are important for your business. For example, hopefully you know that, your annual pass holder, Mr. Smith, was paying $48 per round in 2018. But that, this summer, because he works from home and somehow plays golf 6 days a week, that his net fee is now $4.80. Yikes! So included in step number 1 is also gathering as much data as you can about everything possible. For example, like how is your course done compared to the one down the street or in your province or country? Does your board of directors review their own performance? They sure should. There's a great quote, what can't be measured can't be managed. So step 1 is to gather as much data as possible on everything and anything that impacts your business. And once you have that data and we have a great understanding of where we are, well, we can then identify where we want to go. To figure that out, there's lots of different ways to figure that out. One example, by the way, is to have each department head just complete their own Power of 10 plan, which you can find at golfindustryguru.com. So you go to each department head and you ask them the following. Tell me 3 ways that your department can improve the guest experience. Tell me 3 ways that you as a leader are going to improve the experience and satisfaction of your staff. Tell me 3 ways that your department is either going to reduce expenses or increase revenues. And then tell me 1 way that I can help you as your boss to achieve all of those 9 things you just told me. In addition to this, of course, we need to look at what other potential goals we might want to achieve. Do we need to change or move forward some of our long-range capital planning? Do we need to update our bylaws to allow for electronic voting? Do we need to create a better employee retention program? Do we need to change our annual pass holder pricing to reflect higher demand? Step 2 is all about determining where we want the business to go next year compared to where we are today. And once we've identified where we are today and where we want to be a year from now, we can then create the action steps, the measurements, the accountability, the timing of what has to happen to get us there. This becomes our daily, weekly, and monthly playbook that tells us what steps need to be completed to achieve our goals. For example, we can't set a goal to, increase retail sales and then just hope the customer buys more. No, we need to train the staff on the art of upselling. We need to create a more attractive golf ball display by the counter. We need to have a script so that each staff ends their sale by saying, do you need extra golf balls today? And then we need to manage and motivate and reward the staff for using that script. We do all those things, and guess what? Magically, retail sales will be greater a year from now than they are today. So for every SMART goal we've set, we need to at least establish 3 action items that will help us get there. Sounds like a simple plan, right? Well, it can be. Or it can be a 100-page document with charts and Excel sheets and pictures. All that matters, ladies and gentlemen, is that before you start the new year, you have a plan that will help you get you where you want to go. So that's it. One guy's opinion on 3 things that we can all do this fall to set our course on a path for success next year and for many years to come. So thanks for watching this week's gig giveaway. If you want to get access to tons of training materials for all of your staff, including your employees and board directors and even member evaluation templates, come join us on the inside at Golf Industry Guru. Online and on-demand training for your entire team from many of the world's leading golf and hospitality industry gurus for just $3 a day. Thanks so much for joining us. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as hit that notification bell so that you can be notified when we upload a new video here on our Gig channel. Thanks for watching, and as Scott and I like to say, we will see you on the inside.